say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Moment, mark.
On behalf of the Culpeper Chamber of Commerce, I would like to welcome everyone to our 2023 Appreciation and Valor Awards. I'm very honored to stand before you today and introduce this event. I want to begin by stating the importance of our first responders. They are the backbone of our community, and they play a vital role in keeping us safe. The men and women who make up our police, fire, emergency medical, and emergency communications departments are the first ones on the scene when we need them the most. Without our first responders, we would not be able to enjoy the sense of safety and security that we often take for granted. They are the ones who rush to our aid whenever we need them, and they do so with bravery, compassion, and a commitment to serving the residents of Culpeper. They are often called upon to make split-second decisions that could mean the difference between life and death. Their training and experience allow them to respond quickly and efficiently to a wide range of emergencies, from fires to natural disasters and medical emergencies. They do this work without hesitation, putting their own lives on the line to ensure the safety of others. They work long hours, often under stressful conditions, and they deserve our respect and admiration. In addition to responding to emergencies, first responders also play a crucial role in our community by educating the public on how to prevent emergencies from happening in the first place. They work hard to promote safety and encourage people to take steps to protect themselves and their loved ones. Our first responders are the true heroes of our community. They are dedicated, selfless, and always willing to put themselves in harm's way to protect us. We owe them a debt of gratitude that can never fully be repaid. Let us take a moment to give a huge round of applause for all of our Culpeper County first responders. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors and to all of our attendees for allowing us to put this event on for our community. In the United States Armed Forces, there's a tradition at military banquets where a separate table is set with a place setting and a cover of a military service member. The cover and place setting remind those in attendance of our departed comrades and friends who have served their country with honor but have passed on to a better place. Tonight, the Culpeper Chamber of Commerce Valor Awards ceremony continues that tradition. To my left, you will see a table with a place setting and a candle. The place setting and candle represent not only our comrades and friends who have fallen, but also those who cannot be with us tonight due to ill health. Let us remember those who have passed away and that are near and dear to our hearts as we light a candle for them. Tonight, we light the candle in honor of Dickie and Bryant Atkins. And to say a few words about these inspirational men, I welcome Gary Moore to the stage.
Jeremiah Dickie Atkins served in the United States Army from 1954 to 1963. In 1979, he was a co-founder of the Salem Volunteer Fire Department and served as a charter and lifetime member of the department. During his 44 years with Salem, he was a fire chief, an active member of the board of directors, serving as president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. He was also a charter member of the Riva Volunteer Fire Department. Dickie served as an active member of the Virginia State Firefighters Association for 12 years, where he served as secretary for 8 years. He served as the Virginia Fire Service Council for 5 years as secretary and treasurer. He was a member of the Rappahannock-Rapidan EMS Council. Dickie served as a life member of the American Legion Post. Excuse me. Dickie was born in Rappahannock County, and within the fire community, he served as a leader and a mentor, and was a dedicated training and safety and education of firefighters across the state. In his personal life, he was a son, brother, cousin, husband, father, uncle, and grandfather. He passed away in February of 23. His son, Brian K. Atkins, was just like his father. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. It's a passion for firefighting. Brian was also a charter member and a lifetime member of Salem Volunteer Fire Department, and served Salem as also a chief. For 31 years, Brian served the City of Alexandria Fire Department, retiring as a captain in 2013. Even after retiring, he became captain on the campus fire safety officer at the University of Mary Washington. After leaving Mary Washington, Brian assumed the position of Chief Safety Officer for the Virginia Department of Fire Programs. In 1922, Brian embraced the new role of the Civilian Hazardous Material Coordinator for Prince William County Fire Department. As if that wasn't enough, Brian continued to be active with the Salem and Mine Run Volunteer Fire Department. He even served as a part-time emergency communications officer with the Culpeper County Public Safety Communications Center. Brian was raised in Culpeper County. Like his father before him, he was an advocate for safety of the Virginia firefighters. Brian raised awareness and an advocate for firefighters diagnosed in occupational-related cancer. In his personal life, he was a son, brother, cousin, husband, father, uncle, and grandfather, and friends to many. He passed away July 7th, 2023, from an occupational-related cancer. And let me add, September 11th, Brian spent 12 hours at Pentagon as one of the first responders when it happened, when he was with the Alexandria Fire Department. So we never know what he was exposed to in those 12 hours when he passed away with pancreatic cancer. Thank you.
No.
Stop messing with me. Fire safety.
Let us pray. Father in heaven, we thank you so much for tonight. We thank you for every brave first responder out there. The Lord, that we know when we're in dire need, in a tough time, or maybe just need some help, they're there. They're always there. They keep us safe. They watch over us so that we can live a free and safe life. I thank you for them. I thank you for each of their dedicated service, their love for their county, their love for their town. And Lord, I just pray for their safety as they go forth into their job. I pray that you just guard them, protect them, put your hedge of safety around them. Give them the wisdom and discernment as they go forward into these days ahead. Lord, we do thank you for this evening and this meal that we are partaking of. We thank you for everyone here and the fellowship and the time that we have to spend together. And we ask now, Lord, that you would put a special blessing upon this very hall tonight. We pray these things in your name. Amen.
Before we begin to release tables tonight, we do have a special presentation that we'd like to make. With us this evening is an individual who helped serve and protect our community for nearly a quarter of a century. He has been a pillar of strength and a true leader over the past 45 years. It is with great honor that we recognize and congratulate Chief Chris Jenkins for his 45 years of service to Culpeper. Chief Jenkins, thank you for your service, your leadership, and your unwavering commitment to making our community a safer and more secure place to live. You have left a lasting legacy that will continue to serve as an example for future generations. If you would please come up, we have a plaque for you.
Thank you so much. Let's get Kim here.
The heartbeat of our community is our healthcare workers and our first responders.
They work very hard for the community, and I just don't know that they realize how much they are appreciated.
We need to recognize these people because they represent the true fabric of what Culpeper is made of. When it comes to neighbor helping neighbor, stepping up in the time of need, that's Culpeper.
We want to acknowledge the countless hours that you give and the stressors and sacrifices that you and your family make. We appreciate you and we thank you.
All the hard work that people have had to put in extra, they deserve a thank you.
You're so busy studying and you're so busy doing your skill sets.
It is a significant commitment, having support in your family, knowing you're going to be away from home a lot for long hours, days at a clip sometimes.
People need to understand it's not for everyone, but it can be for you. If you have a passion to want to help people is the biggest thing.
Why we do this job, why we come to work every day, why we are involved the way that we are. Because we take pride in our community and we want our community to take pride in us.
I can be to somebody that I would want for me if I were in that situation.
That's what the fire department's all about, is helping.
I just love the feeling that I get when I help somebody.
Just being able to respond and knowing that you're going to help somebody is probably the best feeling.
So I mean, it's a good feeling.
They're here to provide a service for you, to take care of you in your time of need, and neighbors helping neighbors.
Our entire mission statement is to make Culpeper a better, safer place for people to live, to work, and to visit.
These folks are compassionate. They have a deep-rooted sense of giving to those in need in times of trouble.
Their commitment and caring embrace toward our citizens make Culpeper what it is today.
We appreciate all you do. You've done a tremendous job in difficult times in this community, and we are so very proud of you.
Gone way above and beyond in trying to keep us all safe and healthy.
And they've remained true to their mission, and I just think the community can't thank these folks enough.
A great sense of gratitude, and we appreciate it. We thank you for everything you do.
It just warms my heart to know that they're out there working for us, and I just want to always thank them from the bottom of my heart every time I see them.
You put yourselves in harm's way every day to make sure the rest of us get the care we desperately need when we are at our worst.
We are so fortunate to have the care that's been provided to us through all of you, your hard work, your extra hours, the unbelievable amount of overtime that you're putting in. So thank you from my heart.
Please know we appreciate everything you continue to do for our community.
Just a heartfelt appreciation, because you certainly have made a difference in so many people's lives. Thank you ever so much for being who you are, because you really are making a difference.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our MC for the evening, and this person needs no introduction, as they're a well-known figure in the Culpeper community. With years of experience and a deep connection to this event, he's the perfect choice to guide us through tonight's program. Please put your hands together for the one and only Jeff Say.
So proud of her. Amy thought she was getting rid of me, but she knew that she should have known that if you put a microphone in front of me, I just keep coming back around like a boomerang. Seriously, when I left the chamber in February to join UVA Health, Culpeper Medical Center, it was important for me to be joining an organization that held my same respect for our first responders. The Appreciation and Valor Awards was always one of my favorite events because it honored those that keep us safe. When I look around the room tonight, I don't see my counterparts, my neighbors, my friends. I see everyday heroes. These first responders keep us safe, comfort us in times of need, and help heal us. The least we can do is say thank you. They work long hours, and then they turn around and put even more energy into our community. They rush in when we rush out. So tonight, it's our opportunity to thank them for their service to our community and to honor those who are true heroes, but are often too humble to admit it. So please join me as we show our appreciation. Tonight, 16 organizations will receive a plaque from Jim Nye Showroom and Custom Laser Engraving that includes 2 Culpeper Chamber of Commerce Valor Challenge coins embedded in the plaque. It is a small token of our appreciation for all that you do for our community. When we call your organization up to the stage, I ask that you come up to my right, come across, you'll receive your plaque and your challenge coins. You'll come down to the left, and Miss Kim Atkins will grab you to do a photo over here at the stand and repeat. Now, without further ado, here are the organizations we are honoring tonight. Culpeper County Volunteer Fire Department, Company 1. The Culpeper Volunteer Fire Department was founded in 1924. Company 1 serves and provides emergency fire response to 19,000 residents in the town and 33,000 in the county. They cover 300 square miles of Culpeper County. Company 1 partners with Town PD and Brandy Station Volunteer Fire Department every year for the Blue and Red Santa project, providing 150 children with essentials and toys as part of the Christmas holidays, concluding with all families being provided a hot breakfast and an opportunity to visit with Santa. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Culpeper County Volunteer Fire Department Company 1. Brandy Station Volunteer Fire Department, Company 2. The Brandy Station Volunteer Fire Department has been protecting and serving the Brandy Station and Culpeper communities since 1951. Their volunteers answered a total of 558 emergency calls with an average response time of 5 minutes in 2022. Total volunteer man-hours for the department in 2022 was 13,028. They recently started a junior rookie camp program to teach kids ages 6 to 15 about what it is to be a firefighter and the what, why, and how they protect the community. In 2022, they had 30 campers participate and doubled that number this past month. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Brandy Station Volunteer Fire Department Company 2. Richardsville Volunteer Fire Department and Rescue Squad, Company 6. As of June 21st, 2023, Rapidan celebrated their 53rd year of service for our community in Culpeper County. The agency has a membership of 54 volunteers. In 2022, Richardsville Volunteer Fire and Rescue responded to 100% of their 68 fire, motor vehicle crashes, and water rescue calls, and 99.4% of their 308 emergency medical calls with a staffed ambulance. Richardsville has the only water rescue team in Culpeper County. The team boasts 9 certified swift water rescue providers, boat drivers, and support personnel trained in swift water basics. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Richardsville Volunteer Fire Department and Rescue Squad, Company 6. Little Fork Volunteer Fire and Rescue Company 9. Little Fork Volunteer Fire and Rescue Company 9 has 102 members and responded to 832 incidents in 2022. Little Fork has the only technical large animal rescue team in the Commonwealth of Virginia. That team responds to calls across Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland for equine, bovine, and other animal-related emergency incidents. The company saved $4,882,000 million in property in the calendar year and an additional $96,000 of saved livestock value. The volunteers expanded over 8,300 hours on incidents alone. Little Fork Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 9. Salem Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 8. The Salem Volunteer Fire Department was founded in 1979 by members of the local community. Salem has approximately 79 volunteers. In 2022, the department received 725 calls for service, 572 were EMS, and 153 were fire. In March of 2023, they purchased a 2012 Freightliner step van from Catch the Chef. Canteen 8 is utilized for rehabilitation and mass casualty incidents in Culpeper County or where requested. Canteen 8 will be going into service soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Salem Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 8. Rapidan Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 10. Rapidan Volunteer Fire was founded in 1978. Today, they respond to approximately 180 calls a year. Their department has 21 volunteers that includes, and their members logged 7,149 hours that include meetings, calls, training, and staffing. Their station has one specialty apparatus acquired in 2016, Light Air 10. It has an onboard compressor system that allows an unlimited amount of air capacity to fill cylinders and cascade systems on other apparatus. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Rapidan Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 10. Culpeper County Volunteer Rescue Squad, Company 11. Not sure if anybody from Rescue Squad Company 11 is here tonight, but we wanted to make sure to recognize them and thank them for all of their volunteer work here in the community. So thank you, Company 11. Do we have anybody from Company 11 here this evening? If not, we'll make sure that we get them their challenge coins and their plaque. Culpeper County Emergency Services, Company 12. Culpeper County Emergency Services has a total of 33 people. During the calendar year of 2022, their department ran 6,081 calls. They also provide emergency management services to the county. Every year, the citizens of Culpeper County face potential disasters and emergencies and their consequences. We do not always know when emergencies or disasters will occur, but if we plan ahead and know what to do before they happen, we will be better prepared to face them as a community. Ladies and gentlemen, Culpeper County Emergency Services, Company 12. Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 16. The Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue Company was founded in 1995 and now has more than 90 members. They have about 40 fire and EMS personnel, 20 support members, and over 30 lifetime retired members. Last year, Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue Company responded to 307 fire calls and 163 EMS calls. As one of the younger departments in the county, several of their charter members are still active in the organization. Ladies and gentlemen, Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue, Company 16. Culpeper County Public Safety Communications Center. The Culpeper County Public Communications Center was established in 1998. In 2022, their 17 staff members answered 118,000 calls. Smart 911 is a free service used by public safety agencies across the country to enhance communication and response for their community. Smart 911 is available to all citizens of Culpeper County for free to enhance 911 emergency services. The safety profile you create through Smart 911 can include as much or little information as you would like to provide about your household that you want 911 to have in the event of an emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, Culpeper County Public Safety Communications Center. And if you'd like to learn more about any of these organizations, be sure to scan the QR code On your information as you came in is on your little agenda, and you'll be able to see more information about all of these organizations. Now introducing Culpeper County Animal Services. Culpeper County Animal Services is an 8-person department employing 5 full-time officers and 3 members of our shelter staff team. Our officers respond to approximately 1,400 calls for service during 2022. The department as a whole seeks to serve the needs of our citizens and their pets, as well as stray animals in need of a forever home. Our officers responded to approximately 1,400 calls for service during 2022 and are available 24 hours a day. Ladies and gentlemen, Culpeper County Animal Services. Culpeper Town Police Department. The Town of Culpeper Police Department was founded in June 15, 1956. Culpeper Police Department has grown to 48 sworn personnel, and the town is now 7.3 square miles. In 2022, Culpeper Police Department officers responded to 17,228 calls for service, 8,942 officer-initiated calls, 25,744 safety patrols, and 311 administrative requests. Officers filed 2,855 incident reports and investigated 279 crimes against persons, 645 crimes against property, 171 crimes against society, and 294 reportable vehicle crashes. Ladies and gentlemen, Culpeper Town Police Department. The Culpeper County Sheriff's Office. The Culpeper County Sheriff's Office is a nationally accredited, full-service law enforcement agency that is committed to safety and service. The Culpeper County Sheriff's Office is responsible for the 383 square miles and approximately 53,000 residents which make up Culpeper County and is dedicated to our community. Additionally, each year they participate in over 400 special events and sponsor and manage a sizable number of community programs and events. Ladies and gentlemen, the Culpeper County Sheriff's Office. The Virginia State Police. Virginia State Police just celebrated 90 years serving the Commonwealth as a law enforcement agency in 2022. Our local area office is Area 15, which encompasses Culpeper, Madison, and Orange counties. Area 15 is allotted 16 troopers to cover the 3 counties. In 2022, those troopers answered 8,288 calls for service and self-initiated incidents. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia State Police. PHI Air Care. PHI Air Medical has been in operation since 1949. Fast forward to 2021, Air Care 6, based at Culpeper Airport, became the 6th PHI Air Medical helicopter base to serve Virginia and Maryland. In 2022, PHI Air Care 6 provided 250 transports, not including other requests for service. They also offer community and EMS education and blood drive sponsorships. They support multiple community events annually by attending with their aircraft: Culpeper Fest, Airfest, Culpeper Night Out event, and school events. Ladies and gentlemen, PHI Air Care. Thank you, sir. Thank The Virginia Conservation Police. The Department of Wildlife Resources is responsible for managing inland fisheries, wildlife, and recreational boating for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Currently, 4 officers serve Fauquier, Rappahannock, Culpeper, Greene, and Madison counties. 2 additional officers will be added in mid-July, with 1 dedicated to serving Culpeper. In 2022, they answered 835 calls. DWR provides hunter education and workshops, boater safety classes, and kids fishing programs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia Conservation Police. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. That concludes our appreciation portion of the program. Now we'll move on to the Valor Awards. And looking at these Valor Awards this year, I think what really stands out to me is that it shows that there's so many different kinds of valor, and it really is about helping our community. And we have 5 Valor Awards this evening. The first goes to Culpeper County Public Safety Communications Center. Tonight being recognized are Erica Preston, Richard Moylan, Keenan Allison, and Sherry Field. This is an incident as a parent that I recall very vividly. On September 19th, 2022, just after staff finished eating lunch after a busy day so far, at 1:42 p.m., Richard received a call from a male voice reporting an active shooter at Eastern View High School. The caller advised that 24 students had been shot in one classroom. Then the caller gave the room number and the location inside of the school. He also advised that he had shot 80 rounds. Everyone just stop and think about what is going through Richard's mind at this point. You know he's thinking about his kids, all of the kids of our employees, the kids of our law enforcement partners, teachers, friends. Richard, Erica, Sherry went right into action and didn't miss a beat. Richard tried to keep the caller on the line while making notifications to all our public safety partners, but the caller would not stay on the line and hung up. The E911 team continued to make notifications, dispatching law enforcement, fire, and EMS, notifications to other schools outside of public schools, all while the phone lines were ringing off the hook. Keenan was off duty while shopping at Target, overheard an employee state that there was an active shooter at Eastern View High School. Keenan walked right back out of the store and came into the E911 center to assist the team. 9 911 lines and 15 administrative lines all ringing at once. Public safety partners calling for updates due to the busy radio traffic. Then all the parents calling, needing to know where to go pick up their kids. Then the second wave of angry parents calling in because it's taking too long. They want to know what's going on. All while continuing to document law enforcement movement with inside the school and fielding all the phone calls coming into the center. We must not forget about the other calls for service that are coming in for other emergencies around the town and county. Team Culpeper displayed exceptional performance during a high-risk incident. This call turned out to be a swatting call. Swatting is a term used to describe the action of making hoax phone calls to report serious crimes to emergency services. People who carry out a swatting prank call aim to fool emergency services into sending a special weapons and tactical team to respond to the supposed emergency. The same incident also happened at the following schools in Virginia: Fairfax, Loudoun, Charlottesville, Norfolk, Fauquier, and Lynchburg. Thank you to Erica Preston, Richard Moylan, Keenan Allison, and Sherry Field for an outstanding job. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erica, Richard, Keenan, and Sherry here tonight. Our next Valor Award goes to the Culpeper County Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Nathan E. Earnshaw. On May 30th, 2022, Deputy Nathan Earnshaw, now Sergeant Nathan Earnshaw, was dispatched to Delaney Road for a drowning. Upon arrival, Deputy Earnshaw observed Kayla and Chase Blaze performing CPR on Dakota Blaze, who is their 3-year-old son. Deputy Earnshaw approached Dakota as he was laying on his back, unresponsive, and his lips were turning blue. Deputy Earnshaw rolled Dakota onto his side and delivered several back blows before Dakota expelled blood and other bodily fluids from his nose and mouth and began to breathe, but his breathing was labored. Dakota continued to expel blood and bodily fluids from his mouth and nose as Deputy Earnshaw carried him to EMS personnel who began rendering medical aid. Dakota was transported to the UVA Charlottesville Hospital via air care. Deputy Earnshaw transported Kayla there since she did not have any other form of transportation available at the time. Dakota has made a full recovery from this incident, is living a happy and healthy life. Thanks to Deputy Nathan Earnshaw. So, Sergeant Earnshaw, thank you so much. Please come up. Our next Valor Award goes to the Culpeper Town Police, Officer Kenny Argueta, Officer Matthew Hayes, and Officer Miller Torrance. This is the nomination received from Lieutenant Andrew Terrell. It is with great pleasure and admiration that I recommend the team of officers involved in the remarkable incident that occurred on July 26, 2022 at 801 James Madison Highway, Walmart, for the prestigious Culpeper Chamber of Commerce 2023 Appreciation and Valor Award. This incident stands as a shining example of courage, skill, and unwavering dedication to public service. An employee of the business found himself in a distressing situation when he suffered a self-inflicted stab wound to his abdomen. This citizen was experiencing a mental health crisis, as many of our officers encounter on a weekly basis. When confronted with the stabbing situation, the officer's swift and decisive actions demonstrated exceptional valor. Through the coordinated efforts of this commendable team, the citizen's life was saved. Responding swiftly, a team of officers, led by Officer Kenny Argueta, displayed exceptional professionalism and compassion. They located the distressed party in the back break room bathroom, where he had locked himself inside. With utmost determination, Officers Argueta, Matthew Hayes, and Miller Torrance secured the scene and promptly initiated first aid. The wound sustained by the citizen was actively bleeding, indicating the severity of the situation. Officer Torrance, equipped with a trauma kit, quickly assessed the medical supplies, including quick clot gauze, to address the wound. Working seamlessly as a team, Officer Hayes skillfully packed the wound, while Officer Torrance ensured the utmost care was provided. The officers maintained a calm and controlled environment, ensuring the safety of all involved. Emergency medical services stood ready nearby, awaiting confirmation that the scene was secure. Once deemed safe, EMS took charge and transported the distressed party to UVA Health Culpeper Medical Center, followed by further care at the University of Virginia Charlottesville Hospital. This exceptional display of bravery, teamwork, and prompt medical attention is a testament to the outstanding dedication and compassion exhibited by these officers. Their actions reflect the highest standards of valor and are deserving of the utmost appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Officer Kenny Argueta, Officer Matthew Hayes, and Officer Miller Torrance. Little Fork Volunteer Fire and Rescue, EMT Brianna Rosenall and firefighter Eldon Frederick. This one's pretty powerful. To whom it may concern, listed below is the information for our Valor Award nomination, EMT Brianna Rosenall, firefighter Eldon Frederick. During the month of May 2023, the following anonymous Facebook post was received by Little Fork's Facebook administrator. Upon review, the chief approved the publication of the following post. I just wanted to thank the people who volunteer here, Little Fork, for listening to my needs as my life was in their hands. They came to my house multiple times, and I just wanted to tell everyone thank you for saving my life. Not only did you save me and help me, but someone sat at the hospital with me when I was scared. And that young lady then continued to tell the doctors and nurses something I told her that was extremely hard for me to admit. I know I wasn't believed in the beginning, but if it wasn't for these people saving my butt and this young woman believing in me, I wouldn't be here today. I'm now a year clean and sober. Thank you guys for believing in me. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you for holding my hand and getting me through it all. I'm sorry for what I put you all through, but you continued to save my life, even though I wasn't taking care of it. You all are amazing, and you really do care. That's what makes you amazing. First, it must be stated that it is important to honor and protect the anonymity of the patient involved in this incident. After in-depth research, the incident was identified. Here are the details that we can release. In midsummer of 2022, Little Fork was dispatched to a medical emergency in our primary response area. The responding ambulance crew consisted of EMT Brianna Rosenau and her driver, firefighter Eldon Frederick. Upon arrival, the patient was met in the yard and immediately placed in the ambulance to be transported to the emergency department. The patient was hysterically complaining of chest pains and felt like they were burning up from the inside. The patient was evaluated by the crew. EMT Rosenau began calming the patient and took her vitals. The patient had been in a recovery program and had attended a session that morning. She came home and did not feel right and took some unknown pills that someone had given her. The patient confided that she was anxious due to the symptoms, as well as she had additional stress for getting into trouble for taking the pills. EMT Rosenau utilized calming techniques throughout the incident, thus reducing the patient's stress. In fact, she quickly built a level of trust by showing genuine compassion and empathy. Upon arrival at the emergency department, EMT Rosenau became the patient's advocate and stayed with her until they finished evaluating the patient and began treatment. Obviously, there is more to this story, details that cannot be shared, but the end result is that two people decided to stay, support, comfort, and advocate for this patient when they realized that routine care would not be enough. There are several definitions and levels of valor in life-saving actions. To some, this would not be valorous, but to this one person, their life is saved and forever changed. This incident is an example of a crew going above and beyond, where their actions saved a citizen's life, exemplifying community service and what all of us in the fire EMS service strive to do. Sometimes it only takes the efforts of a few to make a positive, lasting impact on an entire community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage EMT Brianna Rosenau and firefighter Eldon Frederick. Our next Valor Award goes to Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue and is awarded to EMT David Zager. On September 17th, 2022 at 10:27 a.m., EMT David Zager was planning to go out of town to enjoy some vacation time with his family. However, before he left Riva's service area, he witnessed an accident on Route 29 at White Shop Road. David not only reported the accident, but also stopped with his family and rendered aid. Since David was with his family in his personal vehicle, he was under no obligation to stop. David completed an assessment of the patient and provided BLS care. David also completed the ambulance crew on scene and drove Ambulance 16 to the landing zone to meet Air Care 6. David is a veteran and came to us with no EMS training. He took the first emergency vehicle operator class and EMT class available and now serves as one of our BLS attendants and drivers. He has been a member for almost 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome EMT David Zager from Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue. EMT Zager is not with us this evening. We will make sure that he gets his plaque. Our next and final Valor Award this evening goes to Riva Volunteer Fire and Rescue. Captain J.J. Galvin, Lieutenant Matthew Malcolm, Lieutenant Eric Neese, Firefighter EMT Gavin Morrison, Firefighter EMT Joey Galvin, Firefighter EMT Robert Fry, and Jesse Hupko. On the evening of June 1st, 2022, we were dispatched for a vehicle accident with unknown injuries on Cabin Road. Rescue Engine 16 responded with a crew of 4. Command 16 with Captain 16 on board. Lieutenant Neese arrived on scene in his POV. RE-16 was the first unit to arrive, reported with one vehicle off the road overturned into a fence and a tree. The crew from RE-16 began to gain access to the vehicle utilizing manpower, chainsaws to remove the heavy amount of brush that surrounded the vehicle. We confirmed one patient out walking, one patient heavily entrapped within the vehicle that was overturned, with a fence post protruding through the windshield, pinning the occupant within the interior of the vehicle. The patient was alert and talking. Prior to assessing the vehicle to initiate extraction, RE-16 crew stabilized the vehicle utilizing Paratech rescue struts, a long line from the winch on the bumper of RE-16. Immediately after Captain 16 arrived, he established a command, requesting an additional engine company, a critical care unit from Madison County, and a helicopter. This extraction was extremely intricate due to the vehicle rolling multiple times, and a large fence post had entered through the windshield, pinning the occupant between the seat, steering wheel, center console. While the extrication was in progress, all personnel on scene worked as 2 separate teams on multiple sides of the vehicle, as well as EMS crews within the vehicle interior. The patient received care from a paramedic from Company 12 and a Madison County Emergency Services critical care paramedic, and whole blood that was given by the flight nurse from the helicopter. Approximately 90 minutes after being on scene, the patient was safely removed from the vehicle and transported by air to UVA. This extrication was extremely challenging due to the high temperatures, heavily damaged vehicle. Multiple personnel were being swapped out with rested personnel to reduce the amount of fatigue that all personnel were experiencing. Multiple agencies on scene came together as one team to make sure that the patient had the best outcome possible. The patient has made a full recovery. It goes without saying that within our service areas, we can always guarantee that all departments will come together as one team to do our jobs to the best of our abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Captain J.J. Galvin, Lieutenant Matthew Malcolm, Lieutenant Eric Neese, Firefighter EMT Gavin Morrison, Firefighter EMT Joey Galvin, Firefighter EMT Robert Fry, and Jesse Hupko to the stage. That concludes our Valor portion of the evening and my speaking engagement. So I want to once again, can we give a big round of applause to all of our organizations here tonight and all those that received Valor Awards. Thank you to all, and I think this is why, once again, as I showed on Culpeper Media Network's video tonight, that we are Culpeper Strong.
Really thank you, everyone, for attending tonight. This is a really special event, and it's an honor to have this platform to tell these stories and to honor our first responders. And we just hope that you guys appreciate and, thank you. This is our way of saying thank you. So I would like for all Valor Award winners to please take home a centerpiece. So find a centerpiece and take it home tonight. And thank you all again very much for your time. Thank you to our sponsors for allowing us to put this event on, and please get home safely.